A group of concerned Nigerian citizens have condemned the harassment of journalists operating in Ebonyi State by the governor, Engr David Umahi. The convener of the event, Moses Idika, made this known at a press briefing in Abuja to inform the public about the predicament of media practitioners in Ebonyi State. Idika says the governor has shown disregard for the rule of law and respect for human dignity through his actions. He also appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari to declare a state of emergency in Ebonyi State as a measure to check the excesses of the governor.
Since Mr. Umahi assumed office as the third elected governor of Ebonyi State on May 29, 2015, he has been consistently on a mission to sink democracy and rule of law in the Southeast states. Mr. Umahi has elevated human rights abuses and denigration of the Nigerian Constitution to an act of state policy. Ebonyi is now a pariah state. On June 2017, Mr. Charles Otto, then correspondent of the Guardian newspaper and publisher of a local tabloid, the Concerned newspaper, was brutally abducted and tortured to the point of death at the Ebonyi State government house, Abakaliki. It took the intervention of the operatives of the Nigerian police to retrieve the abducted reporter, who was then rushed to the hospital. Mr. Otu's only sin was that he was, in quotes, too critical of the government of Mr. Umahi. Otu still carries both the mental and physical scar of that encounter till date. On April 2020, Umahi once again bare his fangs when on a live TV broadcast he announced the banishment of Messrs. Chijo Kagu and Peter Okutu, the Ebonyi State correspondents of the Sun newspapers and Vanguard, respectively. Aside this, it was on this same occasion that Umahi made his infamous Koboko threat against the Nigerian media, where he said that he had Koboko for Nigerian journalists. Just 2 weeks ago, a video went viral in the social media where Governor David Umahi, in the full complement of his office, stood by while commandeering and supervising security operatives attached to him to flog Ebonyi State civil servants in broad daylight. The government spokesman and Commissioner for Information and State Orientation, Mr. Noji, in rebuttal even confirmed this flogging incident, even though he said those being flogged were miscreants whom the governor merely wanted to discipline. On September 17, 2022, Nigerians who converged on Abakaliki, the Ebonyi State capital, for a rally in support of the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, were brutally assaulted, tear-gassed, and arrested by security operatives on the orders of Governor Umahi. It took the outcry of Nigerians in the social media and the intervention of the police high command for the arrested and assaulted to be released. And fortunately for Nigerians, the rally subsequently went ahead to the shame of the baby Hitler of Ebonyi State. Just 2 weeks ago, Governor David Umahi, through his surrogate chairman of Onitsha local government, one Mr. Chidebe Rozo, to the surprise and pain of the general public, took all the laws of Nigeria into his hands and announced the ban on all social gatherings in the local government. These include marriages, sports activities, burials, church programs, and any other form of social gathering were all banned in Onitsha local government. Citizens of Onitsha local government and residents of the local governments are now required to, in writing, get approval from the local government chairman before any form of gathering in the local government, even in a democracy. Worried Nigerians, we are very worried, and that is why we called to alert Nigerians through the Nigerian press. And we have the following demands we are making on the Nigerian authorities: that security agencies in Ebonyi State should ensure that nothing untoward happens to Honorable Linus Okoria, and those who abducted him in broad daylight should be arrested so that they can face the law. And if the police insist that they actually know those who arrested them. Let them give evidence. Let that sister security agency come out. The police cannot be speaking for the NDLA. Our second demand is that President Muhammadu Buhari, in line with the resolution of the National Security Council of Friday, 14th October 2022, which Mr. President convened and chaired, resolved that all Nigerian politicians are urged to go about their electioneering activities within the law. To that effect, we'll call on President Muhammadu Buhari to call the governor of Ebonyi State, Mr. David Umahi, to order, to allow people to express themselves. It's their constitutional right to belong to any political party. INEC has lifted ban on political activities. People should be free to associate and gather within the ambit of the law. And lastly, as an effective deterrent to other baby Hitlers and terrorists in the name of governors who may want to stifle the democratic space, we will hereby call on Mr. President, as enshrined in Section 305, subsection 1, 2, 3, B, C, D, and F of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, that President Buhari should, without delay, declare a state of emergency in Ebonyi State so that democracy can be saved, because the governor of that state is bent on truncating our nascent democracy.